byproduct of that. And I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced. Mm-hmm. The divorce rate's so fucking high. And I am someone who, I'm not like discounting anything, and I'm not saying that we aren't gonna get married. But what I'm saying is that it's just, I would like to do a lot. I would like to, and I don't like putting our personal business out there like that either. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done, I feel like, in general.
Apparently, Jhene Aiko and Big Sean's breakup might be the karma circling back from how she treated her ex-husband Dot Da Genius during their marriage. Dot and Jhene were only married for a short time, and most people barely remember it because it was overshadowed so quickly by her whirlwind romance, or honestly, her affair with Big Sean. But now that Jhene and Big Sean's 10-year on and off relationship has officially ended, Dot Da Genius is letting it be known that he believes she's simply facing the consequences of her own action. People love calling out Big Sean for supposedly wasting Jhene's time, but according to Dot, no one wanted to acknowledge that Jhene allegedly got involved with Sean while she was still married, leaving Dot blindsided. And let's be real, Jhene didn't just file for divorce. She went as far as accusing Dot of deep B to make herself look like the victim. Now it seems Dot is getting his payback without lifting a finger.
This is what no one mentions about the whole Big Sean and Jhene Aiko thing. One minute Jhene was married and the next minute she was with Big Sean. And while I was not there, I was not in their relationship, the one thing that I can infer about a situation like that is that there was some overlap. Either she was cheating on her husband or she left her husband to be with Big Sean. Either way, there was something messy that occurred. Whatever happened during that period when Jhene went from being one man's wife to Sean's girl, whatever she did stuck with Sean, and that is why he will not marry.
Ever since the news broke that Jhene Aiko and Big Sean finally ended things after nearly a decade together, folks online have been trying to figure out exactly when their relationship started falling apart. And as people revisited the timeline, they realized this relationship might have been doomed from day one because it appears Jhene was seeing Sean before she formally ended things with her husband. And you know how the saying goes, I Gabe, how you get them is how you lose them.
Streets are saying that Jhene Aiko and Big Sean broke up, and a lot of people are upset for Jhene Aiko because they're like, oh my god, he wasted her time for 10 years, like they were together for 10 years and now they have a kid together just for them to break up, da 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 da. But here's the thing, nobody can waste your time. Jhene Aiko wasted her own time. I could have told you years ago exactly how their love story and how their situation will play out. When I saw that she had his whole fucking face tattooed on her, oh, I already knew how this shit would.
For anyone unfamiliar, Dot Da Genius is a music producer known for working closely with artists like Kid Cudi, contributing to many of his projects. Dot and Jhene met sometime around 2012 to 2013, and after only a few months of dating, they eloped in Vegas. They got married in September of 2014, and Jhene even changed her last name on Twitter to make the marriage public. But by June of 2015, they were already separated. Altogether, their marriage lasted about 11 months. This is where the timelines with Big Sean begin to overlap. Jhene and Big Sean first met in 2012 and even went on a date, but decided they were better off as friends. In 2015, they reconnected to collaborate on the song I Know from Sean's Dark Sky Paradise album. And that's when the rumors started that they were getting involved. Because Jhene was still married, they kept everything under wraps until her divorce was finalized. Now that Jhene has officially walked away from Big Sean after 10 years, people are wondering why he never proposed despite the constant pressure and the internet begging him to just marry her already. Even with all the noise, Sean refused to give her a ring simply to quiet speculation about whether he truly loved her.
You look good, for sure.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you marry me?
Shit. It's in the works.
But it now looks like Sean didn't want to marry Jhene because of how their relationship began. He knew she was still married to Dot Da Genius when they started getting close, and he didn't want to end up in the same position her husband did. Jhene even got a tattoo of Sean's face on her arm while she was still married, and she used that tattoo reveal to announce her divorce a week after it became official. Once rumors spread that Sean had been her side partner during her marriage, he shut it down immediately. He said, "On some real T, I don't like this energy. I don't mind whoever's saying wild T about me because I have a sense of humor and don't give a K. It's frustrating having people say negative things towards her though. God bless. Jhene also spoke up to defend herself, saying, "Let's wrap this up. Me and Dot eloped in Vegas after a few months of dating while I was still grieving the death of my brother. Dot did not abuse me and is not a bad guy. We had a short back and forth on Twitter that created rumors but ultimately separated amicably due to the realization that we were practically strangers who made an impulsive decision. Sean and I got together after years of an amazing friendship and now have an incredible, brilliant baby boy." But reports now suggest both Sean and Jhene are trying to rewrite the story because the divorce was not nearly as amicable as she claimed. And the start of her relationship with Sean was far messier than they want people to remember.
Praise. I would have respected her more had she just A, said nothing like Mrs. Carter, or B, just kept it 100 by admitting how humiliated she is for staying with the man for 10 years that proposed to 2 other women and not her, whom he has been with the longest and had a child with. Yes, I would be embarrassed too if I asked a man on live, "Why won't you marry me?" Then again, during a performance on stage, yikes. Then had the nerve to tell people to wrap it up.
Jhene and Dot DeGenius kept their marriage extremely private, so the public didn't know much about it. But the moment people started accusing Jhene of stepping out of her marriage, she took things to the extreme and said everyone was defending a man who mistreated her, accusing Dot of DV. Dot stayed silent for a long time because he didn't want to add fuel to the fire, but when the accusations grew louder, he finally released a statement defending himself, saying, "In light of public threats, false accusations, and attempts to slander my name and character, I'm compelled to speak up. Because my nature is peaceful, I've been silent out of respect for all involved to maintain my privacy. However, I believe the truth must be heard, which is that I have never been a victim or abusive towards any woman in my life. Such behavior is abhorrent to me and far away from how I conduct myself." Only after she was called out for lying did Jhene backtrack and admit Dot never abused her. And now the internet is looking at her sideways, saying she's not nearly as innocent as she tries to appear. And there's no way she can rewrite what everyone witnessed. One person commented, "The fact that Jhene Aiko is now saying her husband never abused me is crazy. I remember vividly her arguing with folks on Twitter claiming he abused her, all because it came out that she in fact cheated on him with Big Sean. Now since Big Sean left her, she wants to say he never did." Someone else added, "So Jhene Aiko cheated on her husband in 2016 with Big Sean and she really thought he was going to marry her." Another person said, "Jhene Aiko made a whole love album with Big Sean while she was married, went on tour with him, and then filed for divorce. 2016 brazy." So what do you think? Is this karma coming full circle or is the internet reaching? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to Kayla Knows News. I'll see you in the next video.